right, here we go. PS5 finally announced. I was following the keynote live, and I was really excited. And I have to say, the keynote was actually really good. Sony did such a good job highlighting all of the games that are going to be coming out, and I was just getting excited to see all these really top-tier titles, one after another, that Sony was showing off. But we were all waiting to see the big reveal, right? We wanted to see finally, after all this time, what is the PS5 going to look like? And they had that really cool scene with all the blue bubbles, right? And then the hardware rising up from it. And I was like, yeah. And then, and then this thing came out. And I was like, what? This is the direction that they went? The part that I thought was really hilarious about this story is the PS5 is going to be huge. And I don't just mean they're going to sell a lot of them. So people looked at the positions of the USB ports and the size of the CD drive in this. And by using that information, they were able to see or create a mock-up of how big this console was actually going to be physically. And I don't know why, but this console, according to the mock-ups, is going to be friggin' huge. Just check this thing out. Next to all the other consoles, you have the PS3 Slim, the PS3. The PS3, if you don't remember, was an absolutely enormous console. It was huge. Huge, tall, chunky, thick boy. And then you have the PS5, which, if this mock-up is right, and they're basing it on the size of the USB-A and CD ports, it's going to be probably the absolute biggest console ever made. Why does Sony need to make this console so large? The only thing I can think is they don't have the engineering prowess that Microsoft has, which is why they're pushing game narratives and games so hard, because they're trying to create a powerful console, but they don't quite have the savvy to make it as sleek and svelte as Microsoft is going to. And I think the reason this thing is big is because it is going to be burning mega hot. They had to figure out a way to build in enough cooling so that all these mega hot components could be properly cooled off, whereas the Xbox Series X has this really sleek cooling mechanism built in where it's pulling the air in from the top and blowing it out the sides and the bottom, and Microsoft has a top-notch industrial design team. And so Sony just really wasn't able to figure out how to shrink this thing down. But if you see this thing on its side, let's see, do we have any pictures of the console on its side here? No, we don't. If you see it on its side, it looks even goofier. Okay, now I gotta pull up an image of this thing on its side so you guys can see what I mean. Look at this thing. When it's on its side, does that not just look a little bit strange? Like it has like this weird sweep underneath right here, and then it sweeps back down right here, and then it sweeps up right here. It kind of reminds me of like the TiVo and the industrial design of one of the recent TiVo models. It's just a little bit quirky. And I think they were kind of going for cool and futuristic. And I guess maybe in a way they achieved that. When it's standing up, I think it looks a lot better. But I think that this old school industrial design with the hard edges looks so much better. And I really like the look of the Xbox Series X, I have to say. I mean, it's a box. It's a big box. Yes, I admit that. But it's an X box. Get it? They're making this thing in two models. One comes with the CD drive, one comes without, the digital edition. I'm probably going to go with the CD drive edition just because, you know, there's so many great PlayStation games out there that are single-player games. And one of the things I don't like about buying digital games, and I'm sure many of you will agree with me here, is you can't resell them. You buy them and you're kind of stuck with them. And once you're done with them, you may never play them again. So I think I'm going to go with the one with the CD drive, even though I think that the one without the CD drive, the digital edition, looks a lot better than the one with the drive on it because it's more symmetrical, and the one with the drive has like this weird sweep off to the side. Does this thing not kind of look like the Burj Khalifa, which is that really tall building? And what is it, like Saudi Arabia? United Arab Emirates. PS5, Burj Khalifa. PS5, Burj Khalifa. I think we know where the PS5 designers got their inspiration from. Anyway, is there anyone left here? I doubt it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. My name is Erfon Elijah, Gadget Hunter. I'll be back with more vids real soon. Make sure you tweak that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.